Many immigrants and refugees have come to the United States over the years, and when an increase in newcomers reminds us of this fact, we often express concerns. In the past 30 years, the foreign-born population in the U.S. has tripled. More than 14 million immigrants moved to the U.S. during the 1990s, and another 14 million arrived between 2000 and 2010. These numbers have led to reports about an emerging and underserved population of students who are English language learners. Language diversity has been constant in the history of the United States. More than 200 languages have been spoken. Across the nation and in every state, there are multiple languages represented, ranging from 50 to 200 languages. Among the languages spoken in the U.S., presently, Spanish dominates significantly over other languages. English language learners are the fastest growing segment of the school-age population. The highest growth occurs in grades 7 through 12, where ELLs have increased by approximately 70%. 1 out of 5 children under age 18 in the United States is the child of an immigrant family. There were nearly 47 million English language learners in 2000, which comprises nearly 20% of the total U.S. population. The enrollment of students aged 5 to 17 who are English language learners has nearly doubled over the past 15 years in the U.S. The number of language minority children is estimated to be growing at a rate 4 times that of native English-speaking students. These children are disproportionately from certain Latino groups. Students whose native language is Spanish is the largest subgroup among ELLs, and the number steadily increases. From 1990 to 2006, the Latino population has accounted for 60% of the total growth in public school enrollment. 1 in 5 public school students in the U.S. are Latino. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, by 2050, there will be more Latino than non-Latino school-age children represented in U.S. public schools. Similar to national immigration trends, the foreign-born population aged 5 and older in Connecticut increased by almost 50% between 2000 and 2010. In 2010, Connecticut's share population was the same as the national average. 43% of immigrants aged 5 and older in Connecticut were English language learners. Among ELL students in Connecticut, those whose native language is Spanish is the largest subgroup among ELLs. Reflecting once again national trends, Latino students make up 20% of public school populations nationally and in Connecticut. Isaac's student population, in which another language other than English is spoken, has significantly increased over the last decade. In 2001, with a student population of 114, only 2% of students came from homes in which another language was spoken. During the 2009-2010 school year, the population increased to 19% out of 182 students, with 3 languages represented. There were 8 students identified as ELL. The number of students in 2010-2011 identified as ELL more than doubled to 21 students. Going forward into 2012-2013, there are 26 students that have been identified as ELL, with 2 languages represented. Spanish represents the native language of 25 of the 26 students identified, and Creole Haitian represents the native language for the remaining 1. Due to the current trends in the nation, state, and at Isaac, mainstream teachers must be prepared to effectively serve English language learners. The Connecticut Bilingual Statute requires students to mainstream from bilingual programs after 30 months. Since we do not have a bilingual program at Isaac, rather an ELL push-in, push-out model, ELL students, whether they have received 30 months of a bilingual program or not, are in the mainstream and need instruction that supports acquisition of language and content knowledge simultaneously.